Hi, in this video training we will be looking at NumPy data types. NumPy has some extra data types and refer to data types with one character like I for integers, U for unsigned integers, etc. Below is a list of all data types in NumPy and the characters used to represent them. I for integer, B for boolean, and so on. So let's see how to check the data type of an NumPy array. The NumPy array object has a property called dtype that returns the data type of the array. So first of all, let's create our project file and let's call it numpy data types.py, and let's get started with okay, let's import numpy as np and create an array np.array, and we pass in simple list and we print out array.dtype. Okay, save the file, go to the console and run the program numpy data types. You see we have got int 64 on the console. So this is how you can return the data type of a NumPy array. Okay, okay, let's get the data type of an array containing strings. Okay, let's create str array and np dot array, and let's pass in apple, banana and kiwi, and let's check the data type of string array. The console, you see we have s6, which means string data type string. You can also create arrays with defined data types. We use the array function to create arrays. This function can take an optional argument dtype that allows us to define the expected data type of the array elements. Let's create an array with data type string. Okay, we already have created an array and we just need to pass in dtype, and let's pass in string and let's print the array and let's print the array data type. Save the file, go back to the console and run the program. You see we have got the array contents on the console and the array data type, which is the string. You can also set the size of some data types like integer, string, and you can set the bytes of these data types. So let's see how it works. What you can do is you can set the dtype here and you just need to say I4, so it will set 4 bytes integer. Save the program, go back to the console. You see we have int 32, so it's 32 bits basically. We have 4 bytes and 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. Okay, what if a value cannot be converted? If a type is given in which elements can't be casted, then NumPy will raise a value error. So let's try to convert a string array into integer. Okay, let me change this, make it a string array, try to convert it into integer. Go back to the console. You see we have an error, and it's a value error, and it says invalid literal for long with base 10. Okay, let's see if we can convert data types to on existing arrays. The best way to change the data type of an existing array is to make a copy of the array with the astype method. The astype function creates a copy of the array and allows you to specify the data type as a parameter. The data type can be specified using a string like f for float, I for integer, or you can use the data type like directly creating float for float or integer for integer. Change data type from float to integer by using I as parameter value. Okay, let's see this example in practical. I'm going to comment this and import numpy as np, and let's create an array np.array. Let's pass in floating numbers 2.1 and 3.1. Okay, now let's create a new array which is a copy of this existing array, and we use the astype method and convert it into integer. Print new array and print new array.dtype. Save the file, go to the console. You see we have successfully converted the float array into integer array, and this was done by using the astype method, which basically created a copy of our floating array object and created an integer object array. So this is a legitimate way of converting array data types. We have already seen this, and you can also convert data type from integer to boolean. So let's see how we can do that. Okay, 1 2 3, and let's convert to bool. Go to the console. You can see we have got true true true. Let's change 2 to 0. Save the file, go to the console. Now we have true, false, 0. So every value that is not 0 is true, and that's how we have converted the integer array object into a boolean array object. So I hope you have learned how you work with numpy data types and how you can manipulate them. If you liked this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time with a new topic in Python Numpy.